Hello, the next organizational app that I'm going to be talking with you guys today is IXL. IXL is a really great platform used by teachers all around the world to help produce and populate problems to help practice different skills that they should be learning in the classroom. Specifically in my classroom, we use this learning tab up here, and if you go in here, they give you a variety of ways that you can kind of look at different skills that your students should be learning. So here it kind of splits it up by grade level, where if I were to go into 7th grade, I could see all 373 skills that they're supposed to know according to the national standards. And I could go through and pick and select which ones kind of work in my classroom with what we're learning or more practice based on what we learned that day. If I go back a page, um, up here at the top, though, I can also split it up by topic. So if we're doing algebra, I can go in and see all these different algebra skills, just like we did there. Weekly plans you can create for your students on what they should be learning week by week. Skill plans, however, is the one tab that I probably use the most. And skill plans gives you different set of skills based on, for me, I have set up for the Wisconsin state standards. You can go in and take a look at what 7th graders should be learning throughout the year. It's not going to let me click that because I click myself. But if I click here and I click the 7th grade standards, I can go in and see all the different skills based on the standards on what they should be learning and should be able to do on their own become by the end of 7th grade year. The other side of the skill plans that I use, however, is they also set up the different curriculums. So based on what curriculum your school uses, we use Engage New York here, so I'm going to go to 7th grade, it splits it up by module. So what we're learning according to Engage New York, maybe we're in module 1 and we're looking at unit rates and unit prices. So I can assign different skills from here as well. And it splits it up by topic, and then it also does kind of like a it does kind of like an end of the module check sometimes too, that they can go in and be like, okay, and I use that a lot for test prep for my kids, like, hey, we've done module 3, here are all the different like checkpoint skills that you should have, go in and try those on your own, and I can assign them as just like a test review if they want that on their own time. But if we go into one of these here, let's do surface area. Looking at surface area, they'll give you a figure here, and kind of how IXL works is you can either watch a tutorial, and if you click that, it'll pull up a video on how to complete the skill. Otherwise, if you click here to learn with an example, it gives you an example problem and what you're supposed to be doing. So you have these two faces, you have to find the area, and then you have these other faces, and then you add them all up to get your final skill. Then you can go back to practice and say, okay, here I have 6, 6, 6 by 1 is 6, 6 and 6 is 12, and 7 is 14. And you can add those all up and you can get an answer. I'm going to put in a wrong answer here just so we can move on. 151 square inches. And they're like, oh, you were so close. It was 110. But then it gives you an explanation as to what you did wrong, and you can go back and compare your work to the work that they have here. And then let's say you're feeling a little lucky and you're like, all right, I'm ready to try a new problem after you've gone through that. You can get a new one. You can say, okay, 2 by 2, that's 4, and 4, that's 8. And then you have 8 and 8, that's 16. And then you have 2 more 16. So the surface area of this one is 40. And you can hit that enter and you get it correct. Here on the side, it keeps track of how many questions you have answered, how much time you've spent answering those questions, and what your SMART score is. And once you get to a SMART score of 80, it's said to think that you're proficient, and then a SMART score of 100 is mastery in the skill. So students can kind of compete with this, and what I do is for my grade book is I'll take their SMART score out of 100 and I'll put it in the grade book. So an 80 is a B, 100 is an A+, so they can have that opportunity. I also will assign these when I do these is they have to answer a minimum of 20 questions. Normally if you answer 20 questions and you get everyone correct, it's normally a SMART score of 100 anyways. So kind of giving them that opportunity to continue working for a better grade. And the SMART score is just a really great way of kind of measuring where you are level-wise with each one of these skills. IXL is just a great great website that I use in my classroom to kind of populate homework problems so that it eliminates cheating in my classroom, because no person in your room is going to get the same homework questions over and over. It also comes up with this great side of IXL, the analytics side, where you can go in and look at student by student on what they're struggling in. Whether that be reading, English, math, Spanish, whatever they're doing in IXL, you can kind of see what they're struggling with and then help them with those skills as you have the time. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!